All right, the House passed the SAVE Act today, which requires proof of citizenship when registering to vote. Now, this common sense Republican-backed bill put forward by Chip Roy of Texas was, of course, fiercely opposed from Democratic leadership, who urged their House members to vote against the bill, and all but five, in fact, voted against it. Now, prior to the vote, Donald Trump voiced his support for the bill. So the question now is, did almost every Democrat today vote to protect the possibility that Joe Biden's unvetted illegal immigrants, have a chance to vote in our elections? You know, a lot of times you get a license, which can happen in many states. Next thing after you get your license, would you like to register to vote? Sure. They don't ask for any identification, proof of citizenship. Here with reaction is Harris Poll Chairman Mark Penn, along with former senior White House aide to President Trump, Stephen Miller. Stephen, we'll start with you tonight because Mark's going to have a very tough night.
This is really one of the most astounding days in the history of the U.S. House of Representatives. They called a simple question before the House: should illegal aliens vote in our elections? That was the bill. The Republican bill was, you must prove you are a citizen to vote, period. Virtually every House Democrat voted against the bill and said, we want illegal aliens to be able to vote just by checking a box. That's how it works. You get the form, it says, are you a citizen, yes or no? If you check yes, there is no validation, no verification, no identification or proof of citizenship that is required. This should be a pox on the entire Democrat Party. The Democrat Party has just declared they support illegal aliens voting, and every American, whether they're liberal, conservative, independent, wherever they fit in that matrix, they should kick the Democrats out of Washington for having the temerity to support illegal alien voting.
Let me ask you, Mark, look, why would any Democrat be against the requirement of proof of citizenship? Why are so many Democrats against voter ID? Why are they against other integrity measures, signature verification, updated voter rolls, partisan observers watching the voting in every precinct all day, the vote counting all night? Why would they be against this? Can you explain why so many in your party are?
Well, look, I can offer a less nefarious reason I think that Democrats voted against this bill. It's up there are about 160 million people. There are about 160 million people with passports. Generally, lower income voters have more trouble either having a passport or getting documentation. So I do think that Democrats think that it would knock more of its real citizen voters off the rolls. And so I think they have a rationale. When it comes to voter ID and things like that, I think there's less of a rationale.
There are states where you don't need proof of citizenship to get a license. Once you get the license, you can register to vote. You never have to require proof of citizenship. Now, Joe Biden allowed in nearly 11 million unvetted illegal immigrants from 180 countries. Some of our top geopolitical foes, some of countries with ties to terror. And we're opening the door and the possibility, and then there's, no voter ID or signature verification. Tell me how that lends itself to confidence in elections and voter and integrity in our voting. How?
Well, I think if we went to a system of universal ID, along with social security numbers when they're
my fingerprints
that
too?
there would be a secure citizenship.
Chip in me?
Well, you see, Sean, you don't want universal ID, but you do want people to have these documents, and a lot of lower income voters don't. I mean, I think
proof of citizenship, Mark,
there's some truth to both sides.
Proof of citizenship is not a heavy burden, Stephen.
No, Mark is just wrong on the facts. The U.S. government knows who is a citizen and who's not. If you enroll in a federal welfare program, the government has a database to see if you're a citizen or not. They know through Social Security. They know through the Real ID Act. There's a dozen different ways the government can validate if you're a citizen. This is a conscious choice to let illegal aliens vote.
It's unbelievable. Simple voter integrity issues results in competence in election results That's fair for both sides. Simple, basic common sense. All right. Thank you both.